Yo, what's going on guys, HyperX here, welcome back to another Destiny video. It's Tuesday, it's reset day, which of course means I'm back to tell you guys what is new in the world of Destiny this week. Apologies that there hasn't been a reset video for the past 4 weeks. Main reason for that is of course since Age of Triumph went live, every reset there has been a new raid to jump back into. So I've been focusing that, prioritizing videos for those, and now that we've completed a 4-week rotation, we're back to the beginning, I can now return to normal. So these will now be present every single week from this point onwards. So if you do enjoy this, you're happy to see it back, then a like would be super appreciated. Any questions, drop them down below. Of course, with Age of Triumph, there is new stuff at reset, so the format has slightly changed, so as always, feedback is super appreciated. But anyway, starting off with the raid this week, we are back to the beginning. We are going to CRUCIBLE raid. I did wonder whether they were going to kind of switch it and put Vault of Glass this week, because that's technically the first raid, but they seem to like the Crota Vault Kingsfall Wrath of Machine cycle. So we're back to CRUCIBLE raid, meaning the challenges this week are Deathsinger challenge and Crota challenge. So of course, if any of you guys have trouble with that or you haven't done it yet, then I have complete guides to both those challenges over on the channel. I will link the video down below. Definitely check that one out. And of course, it's also a chance for you guys to get some Age of Triumph ornaments, some 400 light gear, everything like that. So a good chance to jump back in if you are missing any of that stuff. As for your Nightfall this week, it is the Fallen Saber Strike. Your modifiers are Ironclad, so more enemies have shields. Daybreak, so of course this is the one where you have effectively the Mayhem style modifier. The description for this is the darkness grows stronger and so do you. Form a fire team of 3 and unleash your light with greatly increased ability recharge. So grenades, melees and your super all recharge at an accelerated rate, meaning the Nightfalls are of course a hell of a lot easier and quicker. Also you have Airborne, where players deal more damage whilst in the air, Solar Burn, where solar damage from any source is greatly increased, and Exposure, where Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish. So take advantage of the Daybreak modifier this week, because don't forget that at the moment it occurs every 4 weeks. There will be a time at the end of, I think it's the end of July to August, where it'll basically be every single week, but for the time being it is a monthly thing. So enjoy that while you can. After that, you have the Siva Crisis Heroic Strike playlist, source number 1 for a Treasure of the Ages if you guys need that to try and pick up any items you were missing. Modifiers for this are Arc Burn, Specialist and Juggler. On top of that, the Challenge of the Elders this week, the level 42 390 version. Your modifiers are Airborne, so players deal more damage whilst in the air, Fresh Troops, some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements, and your modifier is Grenade Kill Bonus, so grenade kills are worth more points. So throw in any armor pieces that give you double grenades, anything like that, that'll definitely help you out. As for the story mode playlist this week the focus is on the Iron Lord missions, so anything from the Rise of Iron campaign are effectively going to be your missions that it will cycle through this week. Your modifiers for that are Ironclad and Airborne, and of course this is your source of the second Treasure of the Ages this week, so one from the Strike, one from the story playlist. And for the third one, the Crucible playlist this week is Mayhem Rumble. So if you guys want your 3 Treasures of the Ages, then make sure you do the story mission, the Strike, and also the Crucible playlist. Now moving over to the vendors, starting off with Tira Khan at Felwinter Peak. Your artifacts this week are Memory of Felwinter, so the one where you lose your super but you gain an extra grenade, melee charge and a small boost to all stats. You have Memory of Scory, where when your super is full, a kill will cause your nearby allies' supers to recharge faster for about a minute, so of course you need to land a kill to proc that effect. And Memory of Perun, where enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. Turning our attention to Shiro 4, these are of course your weekly bounties, so again if you are heading into the Plague Lands in any capacity, then it's worth picking them up, especially if you guys still have not got Thorn, then you might want to hand these in for a chance to get that to start. And as for the class items, these are the ones that are available this week. Then jumping over to the tower, turning our attention to Lord Shaxx. Don't forget there are now 2 Crucible weekly playlists, so these are the 2 that are available. Of course, completing these and handing them in is a chance at Nightfall tier rewards, so I know at this stage of the game we have pretty much got everything, and exotics aren't exactly something you're hunting for, but hey, if you are looking for it, then this is something to complete. And as for Commander Zavala, these are the weekly strike scoring bounties, so again, if you guys are still in search of Icebreaker, like me, then completing these and handing them in is a chance to get that to drop. Finally, stopping off at the Reef, I appreciate these aren't the most useful ones these days, but in the interest of including all bounties, then Petravenge, these are your Queen's Wrath bounties, a mixture of daily and weekly here, so of course these are the ones you want to complete if you want to increase your Queen's Wrath reputation. And if you're going into the Prison of Elders in any capacity, then it's still worth speaking to VARX to grab his bounties. Now, it's worth noting, this week I have left out vendor weapon recommendations, partly because I know there are a fair few people out there that do dedicated weapon vendor recommendation videos, so there are kind of plenty of good videos out there if you guys want to check them. However, if you would like me to include weapons from the kind of rotating vendors in the reset video, then do let me know down below and I can start factoring in from this point onwards. But either way, that's your week in Destiny, so hopefully you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.